We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
After having been business broadcast, Good Thursday morning, Philippines. It's October 18, 2012. Welcome to Practical Business, now on its second season. On the show today is Joey Cuerdo, a footwear innovator who sources 99% of his raw materials locally. Also with us today is Attorney Federico Ples, Secretary General of the Philippine Association of Supermarkets Incorporated, or better known as PASI, who will give us an update on any changes in the prices of basic goods. I'm your host, Miguel Gil. We have with us nothing short of an innovator of footwear and also a highly successful entrepreneur, the founder of Mojo Sandals, that introduced to the Philippine market a lot of designs as far as footwear is concerned, particularly the footwear used by mountaineers and other extreme sports enthusiasts. We have none other than Joey Cuerdo. Joey, good morning and welcome to Practical Business.
Good morning, Miguel, and thank you for inviting me to your show.
Okay, Joey, it says there in the tags of all your products that they're made from 99% locally sourced raw materials. Now, is your decision to source 99% of your raw materials locally more a patriotic gesture, or is this viable economically?
Actually, it's more patriotic.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a very big, it's a very big temptation, business-wise, to outsource materials and even finished products
Mm-hmm.
to just bring them into the country and then run them through your distribution chain.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen, I started my brand. I started Mojo as in a small shoemaker's house in Marikina,
That
and this
that was in 91.
in 91.
Okay, so 21
And
years ago.
and I saw the change and the income that we were pumping into the family.
Mm-hmm.
They started out really small. Mamaya nagkaroon na silang TV, tapos yung ref.
Mm-hmm.
So um, growing up, growing the business from that level, we saw the advantage that we were giving to the family, to the shoemakers,
Yes.
and we just lived with it. Although when the need came for mass production, I I have to admit I went to China to look at the possibilities of bringing in, pero it just won't work. It just won't work for
Your
the local
motto.
economy. Oo.
Oh, okay.
It
So
won't be good eh.
there's a lot of patriotism involved in your decision making.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the challenges of sourcing your materials locally? And what's the upside also?
Um,
Do
the
you have a steady
challenges,
supply?
the challenges, um, number one, with the growing demand, we don't locally made doesn't. No, well, number one, the price is higher
Mm.
compared to China-made products or things brought in from outside the Philippines. Our labor here is more expensive. Labor all the way from manufacturing until the assembly, the manufacturing of raw materials and the assembly. So because of that, our retail price isn't as low as the products made in China.
Ah, okay. So, why didn't you fall into this vicious cycle? Because it seems that a lot of your contemporaries, as far as your product line is concerned, then a lot of the newer players in the market have all practically gone China. Either they source their raw materials from China, or altogether they just get finished products from China, market as their own.
Yeah.
That happens, di ba?
That really is what that is the business model that a lot of footwear manufacturers
You
are
just
doing
put your
now.
logo and you claim it as
Yeah.
your own, where in fact the entire design, everything, no? Everything from the conception of the product design to the actual execution is imported.
Yeah.
Is that viable as far as costs are concerned? We have some video material of your operation here. No, it ha- you said you started small, but when I got a chance to visit your operations, you had what, something like 20,000 or more pairs of sandals there. So um, suffice it to say, you've gotten really big. Uh, what what are the challenges of a big operation vis-a-vis a smaller operation? I mean, what have you learned along the way?
uh, Learned along the way is you have to you have to keep things small, because when you go too big, especially in footwear, what's gonna kill you in footwear is inventory. If you go too big, you tend to lose track of where your wealth really is, which is in inventory. If you keep on focusing on growing and growing stores, products will get stuck in the warehouse, in the small warehouses. Now, if you put in your mind na each store or that your business is small, you look for those stocks, and you look for and you'll aim always at converting your stocks into
Cash.
back into capital.
Okay. One thing that really caught my attention, the reason why I sought you out and tried to do a story on your operations, was that I saw in the tag, the etiqueta of your products in the mall, that not only is it 99% locally sourced raw materials, but you get your rubber from the rubber trees, specifically from rubber trees of Bukidnon. So rubber sap, no? So this is not only a manufacturing success on your part, no, but this is also an agriculture story, because you're in effect helping the farmers of Bukidnon. And you have samples of
Yeah.
not only the footwear, no, but the raw sap. Can we see that, Joey?
Yeah.
So tell us about this. Tell us something about this. It looks like rubber, no? Pero this is hardened sap,
Yes,
and
it's
it's
hard and sound.
very, for lack of a better word, it's very
Doesn't smell good.
aromatic. Okay, so it looks almost like pie, no, or some kind of pastry. But if you're here in the studio and you're smelling this, you will not find it appetizing. And yet, it's very clearly rubber. Tell us something about it. What
Well,
is this and what is this?
um, first, why we chose to highlight the fact that our product is not just made in the Philippines. I mean, it's manufactured really in the Philippines, not just assembled.
Uh-huh.
Um, we want to tell our buyers that you can be proud that you're contributing to the economy of even the farmers all the way in Mindanao. Buying our product will really contribute to the it'll put food on the plate of the family of the farmers.
Uh, you told me that this is second class
Yeah,
rubber.
this is the raw. This is
This is
very raw.
first class rubber.
5L. This is SPR 20.
Uh-huh.
Um, Coming from the tree, you'll have a lot of impurities pa.
So
Uh,
dark yung
there'll be a bit of bark. There'll be kasi syempre it comes from the tree, and then it's run through a process where all the impurities are taken out. So it comes out to be like a it's clearer already. So SPR 20 na yan.
But the smell is very.
There's a lot of
It's very
chemicals.
pungent.
A lot of chemicals go into the manufacture, the process of rubber,
So from this, it turns into that eventually, no?
and then it turns into this.
Okay.
This is the rubber sheet already, which you run into the molds. So this is what goes into the mold already,
And to
which
that,
comes out
this
into
is your.
the outsole. Yeah. So that's the
Okay.
outsole.
So from this to this to this, at ito yung end product mo.
Yeah, that's the end product.
So this is all rubber. This is pure.
This is. I can say that this is 100% made in the Philippines.
This is Bukidnon rubber.
Even the upper, we've shied away from using plastics.
Joey, do you get any kind of subsidy or any perks from either the national government or the local government? Because you are not only helping the manufacturing sector, you're also helping the agriculture sector.
No, no. I wish there would be a program like that with the government.
But they don't.
No, no.
So you get about as little or as much government support as a company that's importing 100% China.
Yeah.
Well, I think in view of the upcoming elections, I think that's one platform that some really intelligent politician ought to concentrate
That would
on,
be
no?
good. That would be good.
That would be because a lot of industries receive all sorts of perks, even subsidies, no? And you're not asking for subsidies, but siguro
A
sa-
tax
some-
subsidy would be good.
as a-
If we declare that products are made here,
But is there enough of you that source their products, their raw materials pala locally,
manufacturers,
or are you a rare or dying breed?
I think we're a dying breed.
So
Totoo.
kung puro cost lang ang iniisip, talagang you'll go abroad, you'll go to China.
Because one of the biggest factors that convincing factors for a consumer to buy a product will be the price. Not really the quality. It will be first and foremost, how much does the product cost? And then saka sila titingin na okay, this is good, matibay, pero price first. If your price is higher than that made in China, talo ka kaagad.
You know, a lot of people will say, no, like we need another sandal maker because it's the in thing now, and you see no less than a dozen or siguro way over a dozen different brands, no? So how do you get to compete in such a saturated market when you're not only trying to sustain yourself, no? You're making decisions that may not be financially the best idea, but it helps your advocacy.
One way that differentiates us from the other is we make our products very technically sound. So we put arc supports.
Yeah, we discussed that.
Yeah. We put massage, massage item, massage footbed, or we make them very recovery friendly. Recovery meaning after runners, after running 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, they look for ultra soft products which are good for recovery. So we have those.
So ang siguro one advantage you have over those made in China is quality. Matibay
Quality.
yung ano mo. You stand by that.
Yes, quality, and we get to dictate the
Exact
the
specifications.
exact specifications talaga.
Hindi yung 2 linggo lang nagfo-fall apart na
Yun,
ano.
that's the problem of things made in China.
Actually, this is rubber, no? What I mean, this is pure rubber. Ang pure rubber is apparently very very resilient.
Yes.
More on that later. We'll pause for a few reminders. Don't go away.